Mm. Hello. Yes, welcome to the today's session. Today we will see how we can connect the database using the fastapi framework, and also as we have structured the application previously, so we'll also structure the application here also, and we'll go through each each file purpose, what is the thing, and how we are including in the main.py. Okay, main.py will be remains as a common file. Now with the structures, you will now to see schemas.py and all models, how you can define the models, how you can try to first connect the database, and how you will write the routes and all everything we'll see in detail. So this might be the first session where we are trying to do a real-time application, where we are performing the CRUD operations and try to insert data into the database and all. Okay, let's start it. Okay. Mm. So I will deactivate it. That is okay. So now I will try to create, and I will come out of this thing. ls mkdir. So blog real app, I will make it. I will go under blog real app. Now python 3 hyphen m venv real env. Okay, so this is the stuff. Now you have to activate it. So source real env slash bin slash activate. No, spelling mistake. Okay, so it is showing a real env. So this thing is done now. So to install the fast API, now you need SQL, Alchemy also. So what are the database? What are all the libraries we need to install? Let us see. Uh, okay, so this is the structure how it look like. So now we'll see what are all the things we need. Hmm. I think we need SQL, Alchemy. Yeah, yes, this we don't need, since they see this is for Postgres. Since we are connecting with SQL, SQL DB, so we'll ignore this. But Fast API, Unicorn, and Pedantic. Okay, so keep install and SQL Alchemy, which you need now. So pip install Fast API, Unicorn, SQL Alchemy. Here it is. Uh, SQL EALCHEMY. Now, the next what you need is pedant. Okay, do a pip list now. So all these things. Only thing is SQL Alchemy is the new addition. Other than that, everything is fine. Okay. So now let us open this. Code is open. Okay. Now first of all, we'll try to create database.py. So first we'll try to create the database file. So here, yeah, see, this is the project structure using SQL Alchemy where main.py, database.py, models, schemas, CRUD, routes, and requirements. Okay, this you can keep it first database.py. So database.py from SQL Alchemy we will create first engine and yeah, from SQL Alchemy import create engine. So what does create engine will do? It will try to connect the Python objects to the database and uh, try to save it to database db accordingly to the structure of SQL. So create what create underscore engine purpose in fastapi. So this now what is the purpose of each library it's doing? That is the thing you have to understand. So in fastapi, the create engine functions typically is from SQL Alchemy is used to initiate the engine object, which serves as a primary interface for the database connection management. So key purpose connection polling. This will discuss at the end, and you have to for delegate transaction. It handles the transition of Python objects and SQL into SQL code. So this it translates. So SQL is totally different. It understands only the queries. You are writing the Python code. So it is the create engine which will transfer that Python code into understandable SQL code and try to insert the objects into the database. Who is doing? It's the create engine. Okay. Now next comes sqlalchemy.orm. Here we have to spend some time. Okay. What is ORM? What is object relation mapping? You are importing your session maker, and the another thing is declarative base. So what is ORM? ORM is object relation mapping. This is called as ORM. So actually, in this, like you see, all the models, right, or will be considered to map to the tables, and all the model attributes will be considered mapped to the table columns. Okay, and all the objects or all the instance of the class, like that, all the objects of the model class will be mapped to the rows of the table. Please understand this. Okay, this is a very important concept. If you understand these three things, right, ORM, then what are all the things we are trying to do now, you will understand step by step, and there will be no more confusions. Okay, so yeah, okay, SQL, see, yeah, in SQL, someone has added in SQL workbench you will try to run the SQL queries, right? And you will try to you are writing an SQL query, you will try to insert the DB in an application. You are writing a Python code now, so the Python code has to be converted to the SQL query, then it will inserted into the DB, right? Those are all the things have been taken care by create engine. Getting? And using this ORM, see, so what are all the models you create here, right? Those are all mapped as the tables, and what are all the attributes comes, those are mapped considered as the table columns and those things. You understand the definition in detail. I will explain one by one. Okay. So now the one thing we create engine purpose you understood. Now session maker, and what is the purpose of what is the purpose of session maker and declarative class. Declarative underscore, what is the purpose of declarative base? What is this purpose? See, declarative base is a function in SQL to create a base class for declarative mapping, which allows the developers to define database tables accordingly in a single concise things. Okay, session maker is a factory class used to create a session object which manages conversation with the DB. It allows standardized configuration of sessions by binding them to the specific engine database and setting parameters like auto commit. Okay, so all the auto commits, auto things, those things will come in session maker. Okay, ensuring that the session configuration can be reused throughout an application without repeating setup. Okay, got it. So declarative is a factory function that construct a base for the declarative class. So which is assigned to the base. Yes. So you have created user.py in association with user model, while the other one is main. In different class doesn't know anything about your, that's why base.meta.create all. Call didn't create the table. You need to import base here. Okay. That also will try to, okay. In the this comes in model then. Okay, now first things first, we'll try to connect the database using this. So we are using database underscore URL. Here you are using SQLite. Okay, three slashes slash dot and another slash. Here I will try to like to create blog dot db. Okay, now engine equal to create an underscore engine. Here you will pass two things, database URL and connect args, and you have to run on the different threads. So check same thread is set to false. Okay, and this in and you are creating a session maker equal to session. Okay, session maker where auto auto commit is set to false, auto flush is set to false. Okay, and you are binding it here, binding the engine here. Okay, now base, which is the declarative, what declarative base as I said. Okay, now here you are trying to get db. See, db equal to session local try. Okay, try yield db. Now and use finally db dot close and do the things. So here, why you are yielding it instead of return? So using, what is the use of it? Yield will, what will do once the request response cycle completed, right? Request response cycle completed, that DB connection of that particular request, it will close and make that request, and the DB connection is cleared and released into connection pool. Okay, so it will try to clear it. If you use return, right, instead of this yield, it will not clear it. So that the, what are all the uh, session maker, so what are all the things you are trying to use it, right? It will be not enough. Is there anything wrong? Hmm, okay, let's try to copy this. Hmm, strange. Okay, okay, blah. So the things. So you got to know why this get DB now and all, everything. And the get DB, you will try to create a session for every request, and all. So while defining the request, we have to call this get DB. You will get to know more all the things. So now, what is SQL alchemy? What is SQL.orm? What is an ORM? ORM is called, stands for object relational mapping. Okay, and your import, what is the session maker, and what is declarative class, and you are creating an engineer. Okay, and the one thing is connection. Here the DB connection happens. Understood, bro? Yes. Oh, sorry guys. Shit. I'm not sharing the screen only. Oh, sorry. Okay. I will try to again explain. Okay, from SQL alchemy, you are importing the engine, and SQL.orm, you are importing session and declarative class, and you have defined a database dot URL, and I will explain what is ORM means. ORM stands for object relationship mapping, where models are mapped to the tables, and model attributes or class attribute model classes. You can specify model classes to be more specific, and model attributes will be mapped to the table columns. Instance or an object. Okay, these are all the things. And I explained this session maker and base. This is the main base which can be used at the model level. I will let you know. And this is the get DB, where you are creating a session, and here you are doing yield. Yield, what does that yield will do? Yield will clear the DB connection once the request response cycle is completed. Okay, getting. um so I think you guys are copying this code. Once you are done with the code copying, I please let me know. We'll jump into the next step. I was not sharing the screen, sorry guys for it. Yeah, please copy this and comment done. We'll jump into the next thing. Done, guys? Okay. So now the next things you have created now database connection. Now you will create the models. Okay. You will create a models.py. Here from SQL Alchemy you will import column. You will import comma and what are the data types? Your integer and string. These are all the things. And from database you import base. Why base is used here? You so all the models are inheriting from the base. The ORM what you have seen, right? So how the models are objects like model classes are mapped to the tables using this base declarative base. Here you using this one ORM. You have declared this, so this base you are calling it here. And now we need a column called an ID column. Okay, so this is not the thing. ID equal to column. So what will be the column type? It will be an integer. Okay, integer space, and it will be a primary key and index. I am indexing it to true, and the name column string. Okay, and I need the each category. Oh, okay, we are creating a blog, right? So we'll create a post. Okay, each post will be having a unique name. Then comes the description. So description will be a thing called text. So column text. Okay, so these are all the columns you are declared here. And here you will define a table name. So table name post. So here this this mapping you are doing table, and these are all the attributes. These will be considered as the rows of the table. Okay, rows of the table and everything. And the database is done. This one. Let me know once you are done now. Okay. Please comment done once you are done. No one is online. Huh? Okay. Yeah, please comment done. So your important base. So see where you are passing you are following the inheritance. Okay. Mm. You see, it's hierarchical inheritance. You can say like one is same thing. Base for every class you define, you are importing from the base only. You are inheriting all the things from base. Okay. Uh, done now. Okay, now the next file, schemas. Here comes the parenting. Till now the parenting was not there, right? So now comes the schemas. Okay, schemas.py. From Pydantic, from Pydantic, you import the base model. Okay, import the base model, and now class, uh, the now class post model or post create. You are creating the post create here. So post create here, you will pass the base model here. And what are all the things you will create in the post? What name and description? Name str, and description is text. uh, okay, description also str, I will keep it. Okay, let us see. And now there will be another thing called as response. What is the response you are expecting from this? So if I don't need an id, and this is also, here you will pass the post create. Okay, and here I need the id. Okay, and here you will be inside response, you will be passing class config from attributes. So from attributes means all the attributes will be shown true. So from attributes, with these attributes id will also come. You will be not passing id, right? Here it will try to create and send it out. So this is the schema. You are creating a post. Okay, yes, it is a request body. You are what you are sending, and this is the response you are expecting from that thing. Okay, try to copy this. After working on 2 3 applications live, everything and all, we will we will get to know more about the architecture, more about the structuring, and more will get to understand more in deep about the framework. Any framework you take, initially our job is to set up environment and try to make the things working. Then we'll go on implementing one by one feature into it. So later on, with introducing those features, we'll introduce best practices, everything we can follow it. Okay. So now we are left with creating services, routers, and main.py. I think so. Only 3 files. Done means please add a comment done. Uh, so that we'll jump into the next one. Okay, done. Okay, next the next file comes. Creation is CRUD. Okay, here we are doing CRUD operations, and you are importing CRUD. You okay? They have made it as a CRUD. crud.py or services.py, you can name it. Here we're performing the crud. So from SQL alchemy.orm, you are importing the session each, and from models you import host, and from schemas you import host create. Okay, that's the thing. Now def create post here, post you will call send the post here. So these things, post, yeah, post create you will, yeah, here, and here you will also send db equal to session, db equal to session colon, these things. Now and db underscore post equal to post, in the braces you will call, pass the name equal to post dot name, and here you will also pass the description. Now db underscore post, db dot add of post, here you will do a db dot commit, and you will, okay, db dot commit and db dot refresh, okay, refresh of db underscore post. Then you will return db underscore post. You are creating a creation of this thing as done. Okay, now def get underscore post, here db colon session, which is this session from here. Okay, only this much is needed, I think so. You don't need any forgetting on, yes, return db dot query under the basis post dot all, you close it, done. And another thing, def get post, where db session and post underscore, uh, like you will pass the id which is the int here, and here what you will do, you will return query db query of post, okay, post dot filter post dot id equal to id dot first. Okay, these things. Now we'll perform only these things and later on we'll see. But ORM session, you are creating a post, you are getting the post. So please try to copy this. Uh, don't worry, we'll see in detail the fast API in detail everything, and what are all the things we use, everything we'll do one by one. Sorry. Okay. Um, okay. I will tell you. See, we are doing the. We are creating another router called. You are got a post, and where you are passing a post dot id, and here you are passing a parameter post id and db connection, and you are calling the get post method here. And if if that post is not found, then you are raising a status 404 error, other post not found, otherwise you are returning the post. Okay, these are all the things we are doing here. See, now we are okay. Well, let me know once you are done. Please comment done. Same, means same. Done, done with the copying. Huh? Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, mm, better I will try to post this here. Oh, it will not take. Okay. Hmm. Please copy this fastly so that last file we are left with, we'll run this application and we'll see. Like in the next things also, we'll do the same things, but there we'll be doing more, not in the copy paste manner. We'll understand in detail. We'll do by ourselves without the use of chat GPT. Okay, done now. Copy done with the copy. Done with the copy, guys. Done, guys? Okay, let me jump into the next one. Okay, so last one, where you will do the main.py in this. So main.py from fast API import fast API, and from routers import router. Okay, and from database import base comma engine, which is the important, and here base dot metadata dot create underscore all binding the engine, and app equal to first API. Here it will create all the tables and all. Okay, and app dot included router equal to router. That's it. Okay. Now when I go there and evcon main dot app slash reload. See, when you run this, right, if the things are perfectly fine, okay. Now I'll go here and run this swagger. This is for get. Okay, let us create a post here. Try it out. Create a post called what, a post sports. I will try to execute it. So this has been completely done. See, you are passing this is the request, and response you are getting ID1 because you are defined in the response ID1, and there is an internal server error for which API to get all the posts. Get post, go to CRUD. Let us see what is the error. Okay, let us ignore that. Let us see whether this API is working. Write out. I will pass one. Okay, this is working. Only get post is not working now. Internal server error. Go here. Mm, db.query.post.all. Guest underscore post. Go to the router. Get underscore post. Okay, name problem maybe. Okay, def all posts. I will reload. See now, uh, try it out. Still an internal server error. Okay, but you can see now there is no need to create again. The data is persisted now. See, without creating we are calling this because data is now into the DB. Only problem is here let us see what is the issue now. DB get posts. Okay, DB dot query. Let's see. Okay, see, I think this is not required. While doing a get, while doing a get, you don't need to declare this. Okay, but okay, let us see. Ah, see why this, why that response means this when you keep why it worked here means post response. What is the post response? Go to schema C. Here it is for one record, right? You are defined here. When it comes to the getting all the records means it's an array, so it is throwing array you when you define that response model for it. So better you not follow response model for these two, but I am telling explaining why it worked for, at the first place and now you can create n number of posts. See, I can create another one now, which is the another things is comedy post. Comedy post comes every day, and I will try to create it. Now the ID will be to incremented. See, now the data is persisted into the database. I hope you got a clear understanding now. Uh, Now we are at the initial phase. You are connected the SQL, but SQLite TB. But this is the easiest way. Like, see, very within 1 hour we have completed a full application. We have established a full application now. Okay, so that's the power of fast API. Like, you can build the application or the APIs at the faster pace with the minimal setup and everything. Okay, yeah. So if time permits, we'll do an in detail Q&A session in the evening by extending this application, like how to connect one table to another. Everything we'll do it, and later on, the next things is we'll try to build one small blog and post comments once one application. Then later on, we'll try to use authentication, authorization using JWT, how we can set up. After that, you can go and build a little bit complex e-commerce application. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3 applications when we try to work on it, we'll get to know concepts in deeper and everything. And thank you for joining this session. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you.